It is a day, decades in the making.
27 years after their arrest, a Travis County judge has declared the 4 men wrongfully accused in Austin's infamous yogurt shop murders innocent.
No ruling can restore the time taken from you. No judgment can fully remedy the burden that you have carried, but the court can and does state without qualification or hesitation that you are cleared and that your innocence is affirmed.
With that ruling from Judge Dana Blasey, Maurice Pierce, Michael Scott, Robert Springsteen, and Forrest Wellborn are no longer linked to the 1991 murders of Eliza Thomas, Amy Ayers, and Sarah and Jennifer Harbison.
It has been an emotional day in court as the men and their loved ones speak about the lingering shadow of suspicion they have faced, even after courts acknowledged that their initial confessions were coerced and they had no ties to the killings.
KVUE's Brianna Perez sat in on today's hearing. She joins us live from the Travis County Courthouse with more. Brianna.
Yeah, Mark, Ashley, the courtroom was packed with family members who say they have waited years for this day. And while today does bring a sense of closure for them, they say their lives will never be the same. Now, families hugged, held hands, and some even cried after the judge announced their innocence. APD walked through how they ultimately tied serial killer Robert Brashers to the crime. And while on the stand, families talked about how this case changed their lives. Prosecutors read a statement from Robert Springsteen in which he said his wrongful arrest and conviction turned his life into chaos, and he was branded a monster for something he didn't do. A representative for Forrest Wellborn echoed that, saying the case cost him the chance to build a life and start a family. Michael Scott took to the stand himself to say he lost his youth.
Every day I have carried the weight of a crime I did not commit. No court ruling can return the years and the love that were taken from me, but it can acknowledge the truth. I am not guilty.
After the hearing, District Attorney Jose Garza issued a formal apology to the 4 men, saying he hopes today's hearing brings them the peace they deserve. Scott's attorney says they accept that apology.
Mike Scott accepts the apology from the District Attorney of Travis County. And I can tell you this, we must learn from this and support organizations like the Innocence Project of Texas, because these things are still going on. We can't blind ourselves to that fact.
After today's hearing, the family of Amy Ayers says they never wanted anyone to be wrongfully convicted for the murder of their daughter. In a statement, they wrote, quote, "Today represents yet another painful chapter in this decades-long saga. As Amy's mother, Pam Ayers, has said, every time something happens in this case, it forces her to relive the horrific night of December 6, 1991. And going forward, Scott's attorney says they are considering filing a civil lawsuit in federal court and pursuing restitution for those men and their loved ones. In downtown Austin, Brianna Bettis, KVUE News.